Hey, hey.
If you get seasick, this is your trigger warning because I'm in my bed and this joker probably gonna be rocking all night. Sorry. I'm getting some comfort tonight. I'm getting in the bed. So welcome to the late night happy hour with Carrie Irene and Dr. Sue. Well, what comes up?
Comes out.
All right, Susan, let me share this thing right quick. I don't even know. It's been so
It is
long,
so good.
Susan.
I know. It's so good to be here. I know. It's been a how long has it been? A long time.
I don't think if we went live in November, it had to be the very first. Because I
I
think the
don't.
last time we went live, it was like Saturday or a Sunday or something. Maybe a
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah,
It's been a
I don't
hot
remember.
minute.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Hot minute. What you been up to, Susu? I don't know how. I think I'm just gonna rely on everybody to find their way here. You know what I mean? Because what am I supposed to do? How
Yeah.
you been doing? What you been up to?
um my friend says something like doing maintaining. That's what he says. Maintaining. I've been maintaining.
Maintaining. I love it.
I
I love it. You've been
I have
maintaining.
been I have just been settling into myself, really. Um, it's been just over just under 2 years since I moved here. And the first, like last Thanksgiving and last Christmas, I ran away from home and went to Atlanta because I didn't want to be here by myself, right? Um, and it was, yeah, it's like after my son passed, I just kind of ran away.
Yeah.
Didn't want to be in the house by myself because he wasn't here.
Right.
But this time I decided, girl, put on your big girl pants.
Put on your big girl pants.
Put on your big girl pants. You got a home. Be grateful. Stop thinking about, and this is really where I spent the time in terms of reflection and thinking. You have so much to be grateful for. Stop focusing on what you don't have. Stop focusing on what is missing and be very grateful for what you do have, because truly I'm mindful that there's so many people who are in a much worse predicament. And it's not that I compare myself to other people, but when you think about the situation that some people find themselves facing, loss of income, loss of housing, inability to have food, and being out in the cold, those kind of things. It provides a reality check to be able to say all of the things that I have, and I am in great health. So I've just been kind of reflecting on the past year, the past couple of years, and honestly, in the last week, I have been thinking about what is it that you choose to take into the new year with you, and who do you choose to take into the new year with you. um, I didn't do this last year, but for many, many years before that, I had had been in the habit of, when October rolls around, that's the last quarter, beginning of the last quarter of the year. And not only do I do this for business, but for my personal life, I look at who are the energies that I am interacting with, and are they positive or negative? Are they contributing to my well being, my mental health? what are they bringing to the table? And this doesn't really have anything to do with financial, but in terms of the energy that they bring, what are they bringing to the table? Are they uplifting or are they draining? And I last year I didn't do that, but I have made it a point this year to get back into the habit of just reflecting on where I am and who I am growing into, who is supporting me and who is not supporting me by my terms, by my standards, and who I choose to support, who I choose to hope they love me enough to want to keep me around. And because it's a two-way street. It's not just a one-way street when it comes to deciding if this person is, I want them to go with me. Shoot, they may not want to go, right? They may have a
Yeah,
whole
sometimes, yeah,
different
absolutely.
mind, mindset. So I've just been energetically trying to connect with people and just be grounded in there are a lot of changes that are happening worldwide. So many things that have gotten all of us in some way out of sync. And the goal, I think, is to get realigned, to get realigned. And so that's what I've been thinking about. That's what I've been reflecting on. And that is the energy that I am committed to taking into 2026.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
we
what's been
had
up with you, girl?
same thing, exactly the same thing. And alignment is everything. You know, like you're saying, like, certain things you say, like, it don't have anything to do with this or this, but in the grand scheme of things, it's like, it's not that it only has to do with this because it has to do with everything. I was having a conversation with one of the ladies I worked with the other day, and I was telling her, I know, because I was having to admit some things out loud to myself. I'm like,
I
I know,
know.
yeah. I say I know that I can come off because she first of all, let me back up a little bit. Everyone who knows me knows that if you come to me and you bring up a conversation that has anything to do with you being in one space and the words you are using, by me knowing that you don't want to be in that space, but me hearing the words you're using automatically sets me up because it's just how I'm made and it's what's in me, is to use your same phraseology in a most positive way that I can possibly say it back to you. I don't want to
Yeah.
add nothing. I don't want to take nothing away. I just want to say what you just said to me in the best positive way I can give it back to you. And I did this once the other day with a coworker of mine. And it boiled down to her letting me know, I didn't ask you for that. You know what I mean? And I told her, I said, I want you to be able to say this to me because I'm set up this way. And the most important thing to me is to remain set up this way. So for me, it's my forefront is set up this way. So that if you at any point in time you want to be inquisitive about it and it can keep going, that's great. But if it ain't, then it doesn't matter because it doesn't take away from the way I'm set up for you to shut it down.
Right.
So in saying that, and we got around to the point of what I was saying is that it is so important for me to not be bothered by things that people say to me. Number one, being apathetic. So many people in my life have told me that I'm apathetic. So many people have told me, but see, this the thing is, Carrie, you don't think about nobody yourself. I can't waste my time thinking about anybody else because as soon as I do, I'm outside of my lane. Because I'm
Yeah.
only a perfectionist at one thing, and that's me in my life. And the sooner you understand that about you in your life, the sooner that you can put yourself on a different trajectory than you've ever been. Because, like Dr. Sue just said, there is no time for blame anymore. It
Yeah.
doesn't
No.
matter what happens to me. I don't care if it was not my fault at all. I'm still going to only look at me. Because as soon as I tried to figure out why you did what you did, why you said what you said, why you went where you went, why you why anything that has to do with
Yeah.
you, I'm stepping out of the perfectionism that I was endowed from birth. There's no one that's been with me this whole time but me. There's people in our lives that we allow rock us and shake us when we have been alive longer than the time that we've known them. So just think
Yeah.
about all the influences and experiences and everything that has came along through their lives that got them to where they are. You know how much time it would take you to find. I mean, one of the biggest things going right now when it comes to individual healing is listening to your inner child. If you got to go all the way back to their childhood, you ain't ever gonna get to yours, because that's where you're gonna have to go in to figure out everything to be true, and you
Yeah.
ain't
Yeah.
got
Oh,
time
yeah.
for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
ain't got
Yeah.
time for that. So I'm glad you said that, because alignment is truly just being grounded. Because when you know you're grounded, it doesn't matter how far you've been, you know you can't break for sure, because you are grounded and there's nothing that can pull you from that solid place. There are sometimes, like the Matrix, there's going to be some things that you're going to have to do and some activities you're going to have to perform, but you can do them with
Yeah.
confidence because you know you're grounded. And that's all to do with alignment. You got to be
Yeah.
aligned with your root, nothing else. Nothing else.
Yeah.
That's your source. Indeed,
And
indeed.
being for me, being aligned, and I was having this conversation with a friend yesterday. Being aligned and staying aligned means that, as you say, the way I consider it, say it is this: sometimes you have to tell yourself some ugly truths.
Yes.
Sometimes when it comes up in your mind, you want to go, no, no,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you got to look at it. It's like the mirror, whatever it is the mirror in front of you and giving
Yeah.
you an opportunity while you are of sound mind to analyze it and decide what is the gold here. And it's not about blaming yourself. It's not about blaming anybody else. If we are still in a blaming phase, then that says to me that we are not mature. We have not matured enough to understand that this thing called life is all about experiences. It's all about
Yes.
experiences. And experience, you're going to have those experiences, whatever they may be, until the day you transition to the next experience. So
Yes.
why waste your time blaming? Because if there's something that you're supposed to learn, if person A doesn't present it to you, the opportunity for you to learn it, person B will. And if
Yeah.
person B doesn't, person C will. You can't get out of this world alive, and you can't get out without having the experiences and learning the lessons that you're supposed to have and learn. And so
Mhm.
for me, when I got that understanding of it, it's like, no, just embrace everything. Do away with the labels. Embrace everything as an experience and look at how can you grow from that. That took me out of a space of getting angry with people. It took me out of a space of getting of well, I never said I hated anybody, but all of the negative stuff, because I realized that people are showing up to the best of their capacity as I am showing up to the best of mine. But
Right.
it's still, when you know better, you do better, and it's all about choice. You can know better, and then you can choose not to do better, or you can know better and you can build on the experience so that you can go to a higher level in terms of your spiritual evolution. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I try to do every day. Don't
Yeah.
always succeed, but that is always the intention.
Yeah. And like, I mean, I don't think there's any lack of success, because if you, I think that a lot of times for me, I just had to make sure that I wasn't trying to be where I wasn't yet. It's just like I know this stuff and I know how to apply it and I knew this, but I would find myself sometimes, still do sometimes, in a place of ego, or in a place of, I don't know, yeah, I don't want to even take my brain there, but let's just say ego, where you're trying to prove a point for the sake of proving a point, not for the point of building somebody up, or or just sharing knowledge with them, but for the fact that you just want to prove that I do know this, I have been
Yeah.
taught this, I learned this, I researched this, or I experienced this. Sometimes we get caught up in it. I want to just tell people stuff because I want to show my worth or my value or my intellect or whatever it is. And that takes away from just the awe of life in general and the awe of learning and implementing things. And now I can get in that space of where I hear people saying things, it automatically starts triggering. I want to cut them off. I want to do this. And I love just sitting in that uncomfortableness and be like, this is something that I'm trying to throw back as if I know
Yeah.
it. But really, what I'm seeing is the uncomfortableness of. Have you ever, have someone ever gave you a big compliment, especially on your intellect? You're like, oh no, It's almost like an implosion of that same feeling because we can't take compliments because we are stuck in
Hmm.
proving that we know. Or we can't take compliments because we're trying to prove that we're nice. We can't take compliments because we're too busy trying to prove that we'll do it. You know, me, I've been in situations where it's something I really want to do, but as soon as someone expect me to do it, I don't want to do it no more. Like, why do we do stuff like that? But we also do that when it comes to
Because we're
other
human.
people. We
We're
human.
human.
We human. So I don't try to be somebody that I'm not, but I don't take no time to make sure that I tell myself, I saw that. You know what I mean? I need to tell myself I saw that. And sometimes I say it
Exactly.
out loud. And I hope I'm not telling too much, but when I first moved in here with Monique, I was struggling with self worth. I was struggling with insecurities, all kinds of shit. I had taken a blow. Okay, I was on my spiritual knees when I moved to Huntsville,
Hmm.
Alabama.
Hmm.
And there was one day Monique had either said something or didn't say something, and I forget what it was. But I was walking out, and I had to tell myself literally, this lady is not thinking about you. She ain't doing nothing to you. She ain't doing nothing against you. That is all in your head. And she could hear me. She was
Yeah.
like, "What'd you say?" I said, "I promise you, I wasn't talking to you." I was talking about that too. And she did, and she came in and she said, "What do you mean?" And I explained to her what I was doing. I said, "I'm going through a lot, and I see that part of me trying to come out again, and that weakness in me, that insecurities in me, to make me think that because I'm here and I'm having to bounce back and fight my way out of this wet paper bag, you were making me feel some kind of way, but that wasn't you. That was me." I was
Exactly.
dipping back into something I don't want to be in. And we talked through that. We had that conversation, which is why I love, living here. Because she sees me working through my shit. But the thing is you have gotta have such a close proximity of awareness and correction. You have to have a very close proximity of going down that fork in the road because it can be ever so slight. I can right now start walking, and whether I'm in 1 degree or not, and pretty soon I'll be walking out of Alabama, but it's gonna determine whether I'm in Georgia or if I'm in Tennessee.
Yeah. Yeah.
For a long time, you may not see the fork that you created, but eventually you'll find yourself somewhere where you're like, "What the fuck happened?" Because you want to kind of chill, like, oh yeah, like, that was my bad, girl. That's just how I am. No, that's not just how you are. That's not just how you are. That's really not how you are, because if it made you feel any kind of way where you had to defend or you had to draw back, you had to hide, you had to shield, you had to sugarcoat, any of those things that's throwing you any way, it's a fort. It's a fort. It's a fort. Every single time. I don't care how slight it is. I don't care if it was to appease somebody. I don't care. If you come from your heart and you always say what you need to say, go where you need to go, do what you need to do, and you come from a place of love, there aren't any forts. There really aren't any forts. There may be bends, there may be waves, there may be maneuvers, but there's no fort to where you're going to eventually find yourself somewhere you don't want to be. You really will. I've done it too many times. I know who else is it? Dr. Sue. Help me out. I know you done done
No.
it. You're a fort.
Oh,
For so
absolutely.
long it looks the same, but all of a sudden one day it's like, damn, I've got way too far. I've got way too far.
Absolutely. Well, one of the things that nobody else does this, but one of the things that I have found myself doing is I like I color it the way I want it to be, whatever the
Yeah.
it is. It's like
Hmm.
I see it, I see the reality of what it is, and it's like, okay, well, no, I'm gonna make it this color.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you say? Don't fall in love with potential. Yup.
No, no, no. I'm
Yup.
gonna make it this color. It's red. I see the red. No, I'm gonna color this. I'm gonna call it blue. And I am going to act
Blue.
as if it is blue until it slaps me in the face. And then it's like, yeah, well, that was never blue.
Sure
That was
is
always
red.
red.
Sure is red. That's been red the whole time.
But I have found myself doing that. But see, here's where the growth comes in, that I can recognize when I'm doing it. I can make a conscious choice that, okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm not doing it from a state of willful blindness or even unintentional blindness. I see where this road is going. I choose to go down it anyway. That is a form of maturity, but an immature form of maturity, especially especially when it is something that you know is not for your highest good. And so where I try to be now, and you and I were talking, well, when I started out talking about what I am taking into 2026, should I hopefully live so long, what I plan to take is the intention and the commitment to call it always the way it is, whether I like it or whether I don't, to understand that it really has nothing to do with liking. This is, I don't, when you start talking about reality, then I get in metaphysically, I have all this stuff going in my head about what reality is. So I'll just say, when I see it, this is what it is. This is what it is. And I have options of changing that if I can, or if I can't. The mature thing is to recognize, can you change it or can you not? If you can't change it being the circumstance, the incident, or the event, you can change you. You can change how you view it. You can change the meaning that you make of it. You can change whether you interact with it, hopefully. You can change the direction. You can choose a new direction. So I am trying to be very self-aware. My goal, my commitment, my intention for 2026 and the remaining of 2025 is to be very self-aware, and to, instead of going down the same road, there's that poem about this woman's autobiography in 5 chapters, where she walks down a road, she falls in the hole, she walks down the same road multiple times, and in the end she
Yes.
walks down a different road. So my intention and my commitment to self is, when I see the hole the first time, I'm going to walk down a different road.
Yeah. Hmm. I still don't know how that lady kept falling in that hole.
Huh? I know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. She kept falling in the
Yeah.
hole because she didn't want to see it.
She kept falling in the hole because of the same reason why I said everybody get distracted, right? I said it's either you done got stuck in the past, you done got stuck in the future, or you done got stuck in somebody's business. And I guarantee every time she fell in that hole, she was in somebody else's business. Look, she was like, "Oh, look over there, zoop zoop,
And like
zoop."
the I think the was it the third or the fourth time she fell in the hole, she saw the hole. Well, the fourth time she didn't fall in the hole. The fourth time she saw the hole and she walked around it. The fifth time she went down a different road. But the first time she fell in the hole. The second time, it took her a long time to get out. Second time she fell in the hole, it still took her a long time to get out, but not as long. Third time she fell in the hole, she got out faster. But hell, she fell in the hole 3 times in a row. How
That,
many
that
times?
fifth time, she might well start decorating down there.
How many times do we have to fall? And this is the question that I ask myself: how many times do you have to fall in the same hole before you decide
Like
to
you
go down a
said,
different road?
yeah. and it's funny how we get mad about it. We like, dang it, I grabbed my knee, or dang it, I bumped my head. That what happened when you ain't paying attention to where you're going. That's what happens when you don't pay attention to where you're going. Just pay attention. And the best way to pay attention to where you're going is to look what keep popping up. Because when things keep popping up, there is something that you are planting that is growing. You know, it's something that you've planted that's growing, and it doesn't mean you deserve it, and it doesn't mean that it's your fault. It doesn't mean that you intended it. No, that's not it. This is complete. This is science. You get directly an output of your input. It just is what it is. There are other variables. Yes, there are, which is why it's important for you to pay attention to the people you're around, because they're getting into your input. No, we can't all be in the same bowl and not taste slightly the same. You just can't. I mean, with somebody's flavor gonna infiltrate yours. Yours is not gonna stand out alone if you got too many people in close proximity to you that's got ingredients that you wouldn't otherwise be using, like lying, like negativity, like gossiping, like all these things. And we wonder why we don't feel a certain kind of way that we want to feel, or we get around them when we're exhausted, or we try to do these things. It just makes logical sense that what ingredients you include will affect the taste. Is your life bittersweet, or is it savory sweet? Is it bittersweet, or is it savory sweet? Because you like, I love my life, I love everything going on, but then here comes such and such, and then all of a sudden you ain't so okay. You know, I was this actually it was the same conversation I was having at work with a young lady. And I said, I want my life set up in a way that I never have to say hello and I never have to say goodbye, because my alignment would take care of all of that. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about it. And if I see something coming and going, I don't have to partake in it either. It could just be for the memories, for the scenery, for the entertainment. But
Yeah.
sometimes, as soon as you want to get involved in something, well, it ain't even for you to get involved. That's not everything. Ain't your battle. Everything ain't your conversation. Everything ain't your mission. Everything ain't what. Take care of you. And before you ever infiltrate your advice on someone else, let it roam at least through your mind and see where you can apply it to you. Because sometimes it could be in their
Mhm.
situation, and the lesson could be shut up. Because I know that was my lesson. That was my lesson just the other day. Carrie,
Yeah.
sometimes just shut up.
Yeah.
And I've been practicing that. Just
Yeah.
sometimes I just gotta shut up, because just because something don't mean you have to try to stick it, IV it through somebody, and make them take it. No, they don't have to. They don't have to, and they have every right to tell you, I ain't asked for that shit. And I'm like, you absolutely right. You absolutely right. You right.
You know what? Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
When I was growing up, don't judge me. When I was growing up, I was such a smart mouth, right? Because I was pretty intelligent. I'm just saying. Um,
Just saying.
and but I didn't have a filter, right? If I knew something, my son, praise his soul, my son was the same way. If I knew something, I thought that you needed to know, and I
Oh.
needed to be the one to tell you.
Yeah.
Didn't matter what it was, good, bad, indifferent. And my mama would say, my full name is Maddie. She'd say, Maddie Sue, just because you know it, just because you think it, don't mean you have to say it. Now, with me, with my smart mouth, I would say, well, if I'm big enough to think it, I'm big enough to say it. It took life and some hard lessons to get to the point of knowing, no, no, you don't have to say it. Some things are not to be said. Sometimes, sometimes they're not to be said because it's not in your best interest to say it. Sometimes they're not to be said because the person has to walk through whatever it is they're walking through, crawling through, falling through in order to learn what they are there, what they need to learn.
Mhm.
I believe now when I'm coaching, I'm conscious of how I coach because I do not want to short circuit that person's learning. It's like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
if you take a child and the child is learning how to crawl, if you always carry him, if their intention is to be able to crawl and to walk, if you always carry them, they will never develop the muscles they need to develop in order to crawl or in order to walk. So initially, when I started coaching years ago, I still had that thing, let me just help you. Let me just tell you to help you move through it quicker. But sometimes they need to actually, that muscle, that mental muscle, spiritual muscle, physical muscle, they need to stretch it and strain it in order to get for whatever the learning is to become a part of the the muscle, the mindset, the like it says your muscles have memory, your brain has memory. It has to be stretched in order to learn what you need to learn. So I coach a lot differently. I like to lead people through questioning and allow them to find their own way.
Yeah.
Um, and I've also had, when I was an attorney, I'm still an attorney, but when I actually practiced, I had developed the skill of being able to keep my mouth shut and stop my mind from racing to the answer as other people are talking, from anticipating what they're going to say and jumping ahead of them. What I have noticed is that because I am not in that arena anymore, there's been some backsliding. So, what I am working on now is to be more conscious. This is active listening, to fully give my attention to the person and not anticipate where they're going and not try to answer the question before the question is asked, and really to focus on what's being said. Because if you do something other than that, then you really are dishonoring the person.
Yeah. And your
So
understanding.
yeah.
And your understanding, because while you're speculating and rushing and going on to the next thing, you miss things that maybe make the whole thing come together, if not otherwise skipped. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I mean, I think we all find ourselves in those situations because we kind of cherry pick, we emotionally cherry pick, because if something through it triggers us, or if something, remind us of something that we wanted to say or whatever, we can't, it's hard to put a pin in it to come back later because we want to say it while it's still fresh. Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Hmm.
for sure,
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
sure. Yeah, I'm very guilty of it. And it is very important because that spills over to other things as well. Like,
Yeah.
even like jobs. I tell you right now, there are certain places that I may not have left as soon as I did had I known what I know. Now I still would have left. But I would have done it differently. I would have done different plans. I would have prepared differently, and things of that nature. Which, like with this job going into it, like even the people I work with know exactly, what my goals are. I would even had a conversation with my manager the other day and let her know what my next 2 year plan is, so that she's not surprised at all. I said, and when it gets close to those 2 years, I'll let you know, and if anything changes in between, then I'll let you know. And I think we have
Yeah.
to be that honest with ourselves and in our lives too. This is my plan. This is my goal. Now that I have my plan and I know my goal, both are tweakable depending on the experiences that I'm going through now. And we have to be able to bend because we know we're grounded, so we don't fear the movement that we may have to do in order to get to that goal. Or if that
Yeah.
goal expands or changes or anything like that. Like going into 2026. So you said you're being, in a sentence, say what you were gonna, and of course this may change. We still on December 5th right now. So going
Yeah.
into 2026, what did you say that you were gonna mainly focus on? And everybody put y'all's in the comments too, if y'all don't mind. Michelle, Monique, Angelique, Lewinsky, Kuhani. Y'all put what y'all's goal for 2026 is in the comments. Look at my hair. I look like buckwheat.
At the personal level, um, I am feeling called to go back, dig a little bit deeper into my own spiritual evolution. So I'll be working on that.
Yeah.
I I have spent so much time working that I have gotten away from a lot of things that give me joy, one of which is to make jewelry. I was trained as a silversmith, but I have not done that in quite a while. So I was able just last week to get shelving and start the process of recreating my jewelry making studio. So I'm excited about that.
Can I have the first
Uh,
order?
huh?
Can I have it? Can I put in the first order? Can I put in the first order?
We'll talk about it because I have been I used to sell my jewelry. I really don't do it anymore. I'm because I make what I want to make, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't make two of the same thing. And I
Mm.
don't I don't do well when people tell me I want this, this, and this. Well, you need to go somewhere else because I don't flow that way.
I want it. I want it. Whatever you make, I want it. I don't care
so,
what it is.
so, so I've been in that situation of the custom made based on their specifications. That just shuts my creativity right on down.
It just shuts it on down, huh?
Yeah. So I want to do that. I was talking to my friend, there used to be four of us who were jewelry making buddies, and we'd go find stones, different places. We would be on the hunt for all these different stones. I have thousands of dollars worth of stones in here that I was finally able to break out the other day. So I'm excited about, I've forgotten even what all is in there. I'm looking forward to being able to work with them again. But on a personal, obviously, I am still working on my business. I am near completion of my book. My book is in production. The manuscript is fully complete. We are now waiting for the book cover design to meet my specifications. They have they've sent me a couple, and I've sent it back a couple times. So we're now waiting for the latest iteration. I initially was going to launch in December, and I decided why put myself under that kind of stress. So I'll launch when the book is complete. I'll either launch in January or February. And this is one of the things talking about what I'm taking into 2026. Why stress myself when I don't have to? This is my book. This is my launch. This is my journey. Nobody is putting any stress on me to do anything other than me. Why am I doing that? So I am giving myself grace and having compassion. I'm going to flow as I flow. I'm still doing what I want to do, but I have just decided, life is too short to be stressed like that.
That
And
I got that right. Too much.
the impetus is coming from me. It's not coming from anybody else. So wake up, girl. What you doing?
That's the same thing. That's the same thing I've been doing. I think a lot of people been doing that too. Like just hearing the
Mhm.
conversations, just even people coming to the store. Everybody knows well, not everybody, I don't know. I work in retail, and one of the things that our name badge, a lot of people be looking at our name badge trying to see what our name is, and what it says is we create confidence. And we really
Mhm.
do, because there's a lot of people that come in the store, they are not shopping because they need clothes. They are not shopping because they need clothes. They are
Yeah.
trying to buy confidence.
Oh yes, yes,
And I
yes,
give it to
yes.
them for free. Especially the dudes. They come out of the dressing room. I'm like, you shopper than a motherfucker in here. Like, I be like, yeah. And sometimes I'll scare them. Like they'll walk in. I'm like, oh, hang on 1 second. Back up, back up. He coming through, y'all. He coming through. And then they realize I'm like giving them compliment. I'll be showing out with the dudes in the store and the ladies too. But like we put so much on ourselves to be perfect, to look a certain way in our clothes, to follow certain trends, fashion trends and societal trends, mental trends and biblical trends. So much pressure we put on ourselves when, okay, so what did they go by before the Bible? They went off their gut. They went off their hearts. They went off their head. They didn't have scripture to refer to. Yeah, everything that you want to, a lot of people, not everybody. I don't, you know, a lot of people want to look to the historians. We're not going to say religion or the Bible or the book. We want to look to historians for facts on how to get through shit. When if they got through shit without the facts lies within, because only your experiences can determine where you go next. Because no one's going to show up there but you. How
Yeah.
do you want to show up there? How do you want your ride to be on the way there? I want to go into 2026 knowing that in every given moment I am so fucking blessed to have it. Because don't nobody ever have it but me. It ain't nobody ever gonna have it. I can spend the rest of my life trying to tell you just about today. And you still wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
get it.
Mm-hmm.
You still wouldn't get
Mm-hmm.
it. It's so good. Sharper than a motherfucker. You gotta say it like that, Michelle. You gotta say sharper than I
That
love that shit.
reminds
That's so
me.
fun.
That reminds me of this situation. I was trying to teach my Caucasian friend how to say. Why you laughing?
You made me drool a little bit. You made me drool a little bit.
So I told my best friend, I said, I told him to say it like this, and I shared it, right? My best friend told me, don't, don't say it. Because you don't even say it right. You sound like a white girl when you say it. Don't say it. So I go back to I had already schooled my white friend on how to say it, right? So I go back to her to tell her, well, I'm sorry because my friend said I told you wrong. So my white friend says, oh, I know how to say it because she was a prosecutor. So she proceeded to teach me how to say it. It's like, I'm turning in my black girl card.
No, don't turn it in. No,
I'm turning in my black
you
girl
can
card.
explain it, but you can't turn it in now. You don't turn
Here I
it
am trying to teach a white woman how to say that word. No, it was so funny. So apparently I don't say it very well. I, I enunciate.
in. No, no, see, now I want to know what the word is. Like, this ain't even fair. Is it not?
I have to
Is
tell you
that
off
suitable
camera.
for you too? Okay, okay, okay. You tell
I
me
have
off
to tell
camera.
you off
Okay.
camera.
I tell y'all later. No, I'm just kidding.
uh, mm,
Oh my god, that is so
mm,
funny.
mm, mm,
So what
mm.
you doing? You got any plans for holidays coming up?
No, no, I'm
Same.
not going to run away from home. I'm going to stay here in Gainesville. I'll go to Atlanta um, probably in January. I know I haven't really been listening to the news. I'm assuming that they have replenished traffic controllers are now back on the job in sufficient numbers that I don't have to worry about my safety. I'm
Find the
assuming,
comments know anything about air travel for Susu? Alright, cause I certainly don't. You know I don't even be if it ain't an
yeah,
investigative show, I don't
yeah.
be looking.
I just decided that I would give Delta and the other airlines an opportunity to get their stuff together. Give
I love
the
Delta.
TS, me too, give the TSA people an opportunity to get over being upset because it took them so long to get paid. Give
Yeah.
the air traffic controllers, I don't know, Trump probably lied, but they were supposed to get $10,000 bonuses for staying on the job, those that did. So I wanted everybody to be happy before I go fly the friendly skies.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
I'm just going to
I
stay
don't
home.
blame you though, because I mean, we know energy, and it
Yeah.
ain't never a good idea to get on a whole plane of bad energy. And never anywhere for that matter. Not even about the plane, but it's just awful too high
Yeah.
to take any chance. It's just too high.
So I'm just going to stay here. It was pretty cool to be here for Thanksgiving. I
Yeah,
spent the time with my nephew. That was nice. I had some
yeah,
time to just, reflect. I watched all the Christmas movies. I love Christmas movies.
yeah.
They're so make believe. I love
Uh,
them because they are feel good movies. They're not reality based. I can look at. I can. What do you call it? Binge watch them. And when I finish, I can't tell you a thing about any of them other than it
right,
felt
because it
so
don't
good,
matter. It felt good. Cause I shed a little
warm and
tear.
fuzzy.
Might be a little stuffy, but that's about it. Yeah. I used to like
Yeah.
that show, 34th Street Miracle
Uh
or
huh.
something. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
one, man. I really like
I
that one.
saved that for Christmas Day. That's the special one.
Okay,
Miracle on
okay.
34th Street. I think that's what
Yeah,
it is.
that's it. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I like that one. It's funny because I took that same philosophy in the retail. If we do not have it, and I know someone who does, I always send people to find what they need, and they always come back. Especially if they found it, they were like, "Oh, I found it." I'm like, "Yeah, high five!" The whole thing, the whole thing. Yeah, that's a good one. I ain't seen that movie in years. Like it's got to be at least I'm talking 20 years since I seen
Oh
that movie.
goodness.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. DrSue all the ends are, and then they kiss. Yeah,
Always, always. It's the same
yeah,
storyline.
yeah. It
But I
really
tell you,
is.
like, what you call it? Prime has a lot of movies with African American actors in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Now
They
they're
do.
not necessarily grade A, but
But let's be real. It's still the same
but
plot. It
yeah,
don't matter. It don't
the
matter.
preacher's wife. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like that
yeah,
one.
yeah. I like the soundtrack. Now you want to clean? You put on the preacher's wife soundtrack. Oh, you gonna clean your whole house and sing it? You might even be hoarse at the end of the day. Who would imagine a king? I love that little song. Who would imagine? Yeah, it is in that, right? Yeah, yeah, it's in there. That's it. Oh, Susu. Well, I'm staying here too because I gotta work. I gotta work, and I just plan on chilling as hard as I always do. Cause baby, if chilling ain't involved, I don't want to be invited.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
I am
just.
straight chilling for the holidays. I'm off this weekend. Supposed to be hanging out with a friend coming to town. Hopefully, go see. I've never been to Low Mill. It's a very artistic district here, and I've never been. And I would love to go. So that's
Mhm.
why I think I'm gonna go because there's plenty of places to eat. I can get a little cocktail. Grown with
Mhm.
my pinky up. Those types of things. Wear my pink coat.
Yeah. Is it cold there? What's
Yeah,
the temperature like?
yeah, it's cold, girl. Shoot. Let me see. What's the temperature? What's the temperature right now? Right now it's 40.
Uh-huh. I don't know what it
So
is here. I think it was today it was like 78 degrees. So I don't know. This is Florida.
88.
This is Florida. It's been getting, I think it's supposed to be cold at
88?
night.
Oh, that's extreme, ain't it?
Huh?
It's almost eight. You said 78 or 60?
I think it was 78 degrees today. Where's,
That
oh,
I'm
I don't
moving
even
to
know where my
Florida. Look, let
phone
me
is.
find out I'm moving to Florida.
I got a phone somewhere. I have no idea where it is.
Sorry. Wait a minute. What's your zip code?
32641. I think it's supposed to get down like in the 40s or so at night. But the temperatures haven't been, it hasn't been bad at all.
Degrees today. The low was 56 degrees. Our high was 10 degrees lower than your low. Yeah, dog. That is not even fair.
So
Dang.
I got my
Okay,
Christmas
I'm gonna
tree
add
up.
Jason.
You got a
You
Christmas
got
tree?
your Christmas tree?
Yeah, it looks kind of sad. It doesn't have any presents under it. It's a
Oh wait,
it's
forget what's under it. Ain't nothing on it. Is that it?
no. No, that's not it. It's over in
I
the other
thought
corner.
that was
And
it.
it's got it's
Okay.
pre-lit. It's only got lights on it. It doesn't have anything else. Listen, next year I'll get the decorations to go on it. Girl, you know how much those things cost? It's like that don't even make no sense. When in less than a month they'll be giving them in less than a month they'll be giving them away for almost free.
$1. There'll be $1 piece. You gonna have a beautiful New Year's Eve.
Huh?
I a beautiful New Year's Eve. Once you get your decorations.
Yeah,
You say I
after the
celebrate
holidays,
Christmas. I
I'm gonna
celebrate
get my get
people summer day.
I'm gonna get one of those big containers and put it in the car, and I'll just go to all the stores and buy. You know, because at that point there'll be just a few dollars. So next year I have a beautiful
You're gonna be
tree,
ready. You're gonna be ready. You're gonna be ready.
but
You're gonna be
but this
ready.
year I just have a tree and it's got clear lights on it.
What kind of lights? White lights? Yeah, I love white lights. I love like the white lights too, like the white lights. I'll take yellow, but it's gotta be some white in there.
I
Right,
did say
Michelle?
that I'm gonna go when I have a moment. I'm gonna go and get ribbon and make a big bow with streamers.
Hey,
That's
baby.
all. That's all I'm doing.
What color? Gold, silver, red, white? What kind?
It'll pick up on the colors in here, mostly like kind of maroonish and gold.
Okay, okay, nice. Yeah, that'll be pretty.
So
Yeah,
next year we'll have other stuff. But when I left
yeah.
Atlanta, I gave away my Christmas trees. I gave away all the decorations because I didn't have anywhere to store it. And I I don't believe in putting stuff in storage because usually you pay on it a long time and then you get it and it's like, I don't want this, I want new stuff.
Yeah, then you end up throwing all the stuff away that you've been paying to keep. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Been
So I
for
gave it
one
to some
reason or
people that I
another.
thought
Yeah,
would appreciate it.
yeah,
So
yeah,
now I'm
yeah,
starting over. But I got the
yeah.
tree.
You got the tree and you got the lights, and I'm sure it's a beautiful tree.
I got the TV for my my binge watching. I'm pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I would say you good. You good to go. The only thing you need is ease and flow for a good holiday season. It don't matter. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You
Yeah.
don't want to have a vacation from your vacation, honey. That's what
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
saying.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna cook some good food. I'm gonna hang out with my bestie, a roomie slash friend.
Hmm.
So, hey, we're gonna have a good time. Oh, and we got a holiday meeting on Sunday. We're going to this place called Me So Happy, MISO.
Hmm.
It's a Japanese restaurant where you sit on the cushions on the floor. And
Oh,
I've never been. Yeah,
nice.
I know. I've never been to a place like that before, so I'm excited. And
Yeah.
Monique's gonna go with me, and it's gonna be a few of us from work. We pulled names, so we're supposed to bring our gifts, so she
Uh-huh.
gets the gifts.
Oh,
And we,
nice.
yeah, so it's gonna be a good time. I'm excited about it. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it. So that's
Oh, that
Sunday
sounds
because I'm off
fun.
Sunday. And football. Carolina Panthers play Sunday. Go Carolina. Ooh, ooh. So yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna
that
be a
sounds
good
like so
weekend.
much fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
So
good
much
weekend.
fun.
Yeah. So that's it for
Well, I
me.
don't
So
listen, I am working. I'm creating this course. I understand why actors get paid a lot. I understand why movie production people they get paid a lot.
yeah.
I have been trying to I created this course. I had the video record the content. When I tell you, I thought I was just going to be able to flow right through it. The
I know. It'll make you want to just give up.
the first module, the introductory module, I can't even tell you how many hours it took me just to record the first three sentences without messing up.
Yeah.
Without messing up.
Yeah.
It's like this
Yeah.
is ridiculous. At this rate, I got 7 modules. I'm never gonna.
You said I.
So I still
You got
have.
it, Sue. You got it. You
I,
got it,
I got my
Sue.
little sign around here somewhere that says you. Oh, you got this. You.
You got this, Sue. You
I
got
had I
this,
had to
Sue.
motivate myself. Smile, look at the host, speak clearly, be articulate.
Sue,
Smile, look in the camera.
Sue, I still owe you time. I still owe you something. If you need help, reach out. We can jump on the Zoom. Like I've been wanting. This is what I've been wanting to help you with for as long. And I've been asking you, what do you need, Sue? What do you need, Sue? What do you
But
need, Sue?
I'm not.
And if it's yeah,
Listen,
just saying.
I I appreciate it, and I'm gonna come to you with something, but not this
Uh huh.
because
Okay, good. Cause I was like,
not
don't do
this.
it for long if you don't want to.
Mm-mm.
Okay, good.
No, I am doing this for an affiliate, and she has a team, a media
Hmm.
team,
Gotcha.
and they will fix whatever needs to be fixed.
Good. Okay.
They'll do all I have to do is record it. They're going to do any if there's any cleanup work, I just identify where the cleanup work is and they'll do it.
Hmm.
Problem is that I kept saying the same thing. I kept flubbing on the first few sentences.
I know. I know. I'm there with you.
So
Yeah,
no,
I get it.
but I will have some stuff in the beginning of the year that I would like you to help me with, but not this.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have a team. I talked with their media team, and they basically said, "Send us the video. We'll do the
Hmm.
research for you. We'll create your PowerPoints. We'll create whatever
Oh yeah.
needs to be
No, no. I
created."
wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that no way. But
So I,
ain't it crazy how when you start talking about that stuff, it's just like it's all there. And it's because we deal with so many intangible things. There's so many times where there was never any word. We realized we were never really using words. And that's
yeah,
what I found. Like I started talking, I'm like, it because for instance, like a lot of people describe, hearing from God. It's the same thing. You get these downloads, and then you start to put it into words, and you're talking for 10 minutes when the message came in 2 seconds. It's like, oh my God. And then you feel like you're just watering it down by more words and more words and more words. It's just like, oh my goodness, where do I go? Because
and then
I
it's like that's too many words.
It's too many words. I
So
can
I
tell you
had to
the
start
past
back
two or
over. It's
three
like that's
months
too
how
much.
many times I've said it's too many words. It's just there's
I,
I never realized how much I was truly just in there. There wasn't really words. There was just communication and there were downloads. There was really no words the whole time. we that'll
we
preach.
we
That'll
we
preach.
humans we have to add to it. We think we are enhancing it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. We do.
I had to I had to delete quite a few where I said to myself, "That's just too many words.
Yeah.
That's too." And with most of the length initially they were saying, "Well, this should be 5 minutes." What? I can't even say good morning in 5 minutes. Really? No, I need a little bit
I'm
more
finished
time than
my
that.
introduction.
Yeah, so my introduction was 6.5 minutes, and that was me cutting it down. So
Yeah.
that's what I've been
Yeah.
doing. I will be on that schedule trying to get it done through. I have to submit it on Monday.
Excited for you.
But
It's like you see the tape. You know,
yeah.
I see the tape. I see. I want to say I'm throwing water on you. I'm doing anything. I just see it. It's gonna
Coming to the
I
finish
can feel
line.
it. Yeah, cause I just know what I don't know. I can just feel this. I can feel this. What do you call them? Crescendo.
Yeah, coming
Yeah,
to the finish line.
you can do it. Look, we all at the finish line. This.
y'all, I want y'all to know I will want your support, please, when it's time for me to launch my book, From Mastering Your Mind to Mastering Your Life, A Woman's Guide to Purpose and Self-Empowerment. The content applies to men and women because it's all about mastering your mind. But because of my experience and the difficulties that I had, I chose to focus on women because I think that there probably isn't enough, especially women of color. There's not enough information out there that teaches us as simple yet as complex as it is, how to think, how where do your thoughts come from and how do you frame them and why are you stuck, like going back to what we were talking about earlier. Why did this lady keep falling in the hole? Why did she
We
keep falling
keep
in the hole?
falling in
it,
the hole.
it's your the short answer is it's your programming. And then from mastering your mind to mastering your life, I talk about your programming, give you some tips and tools on how you can walk down a new road. So I'll be
Love it.
talking more about that.
Yes. And do you have
Me.
I tell you what, if you want to stay informed, if you want to be like added to an email list, y'all drop your email list and your emails in the comments too. That way,
Oh, okay.
even with anything coming up, so if anybody wants to be added to some info, just drop. We'll tag this and the same for me. I got things coming out. So if anybody, because I know y'all are ride or dies. If y'all got anything coming up, put your links in the comments too. But I know a lot of y'all follow Susu, so y'all been hearing her talk about the mind mastery and the things she's got going on. So make sure you drop your email if you want to be, sent any information, anything like that.
Super cool.
Cause that's
Thanks.
what we do. That's what we
Yep.
do. But
And
dang,
maybe
how we
what we'll
dog we
do,
ain't been talking over an hour. Shoot, what'd you say?
I said, maybe what we will do, I'm going to have a virtual launch. So I haven't even started working on the logistics of anything, but I am going to try to do some in-person launches, book signings, but I know I'm going to do some virtual stuff. And when I do the virtual launch, one of the things that I will probably do is walk through one or two of if not the whole chapter, just as the chapter can be, it's a lot. So sections that give you some quick tools that you can use, some reflection prompts and to information that you can use right now to make your life better.
Okay. All right. Well, we gonna make sure they stay up to date. We gonna make sure
So
they stay up to date.
what's coming up for you, Carrie Irene?
Oh shoot, I am really trying to keep my mouth shut about it. And only reason being because I keep putting these deadlines on myself. I keep telling people I'm going to give them stuff, and I don't meet the deadline, and then I beat myself up about it. And I feel like I got to make 15 personal apologies and send out 15 different, excuses, and all of them are valid, but none of them matters in the grand scheme of things because the whole time the expectation that I was holding was one I was creating of my own.
Yeah.
That felt so good to say. So what I am doing is really going back to um, being more organic with my energy and seeing
Hmm.
what pops off, seeing what
Hmm.
pops up, and as people show up that are requesting certain things of me, I'm having a very authentic and unique conversation with them to see how I can best help them. I had someone inbox me the other day, and it was like, "Do you still do coaching?" I don't know where to start, and I was like, "Well, we can start with a conversation."
Yeah. Yeah.
There is no one way. I just need
Right.
to see where you are, and from there where we can go.
Right.
And I have built a absolute vault of information for people that want to be a part of a membership. I have, I think, 14 people in there now, and it's really just based off of things that you can do, like you were saying earlier, like things that you can go to and use right now in the moment. You could be at your job and be like, you know what? Let
Oh
me log
yeah.
into my thing because I need a fucking affirmation right now before I punch Greg in his throat. You never know.
Yeah.
We all
Right.
have those moments. We have everyday moments, not just moments where we're like, oh, I need some spiritual elevation. No, I need to not throat punch Greg. Legitimately. And these things can bring you back, can bring you off the cliff. It
Yeah.
can narrow that fort that you may have created, because the frustration doesn't have to go away for you to not let it get to a point where you fought way too much.
Yeah.
And now it takes way too many steps for you to get back to where you want to be, to your center, to your core, to your alignment. So that is what I'm working on. Is really being aware of the conversations that I'm having, um, and also just like in situations like where I was, asking you if you needed help and trying to draw back that more. It's a little different with you because I always want. It don't matter what you say you're gonna do. I'm like, can I help? Can I help? Can I help? But drawing that energy back too, I have like Kuhani. Me and Kuhani talks a lot. She tells me a lot of that. She notices that energy when it comes up too, and I greatly appreciate that. And we need people that tell us like, girl, you reaching too much, and like you, and I can do that with you because I trust you, because you will tell me no. Some people will take stuff that they don't even fucking need just because you
Yeah.
offer.
No.
And you have to be careful about people that you're around. And I'm grateful that I situate myself around people that don't let me overextend. And
Yeah.
it's just a beautiful thing to do because I know that's who I am. And I don't want to have to change who I am. I want the people around to honor, not to for me to overstep. And that makes a big
Absolutely.
difference. It makes a big difference because then
Absolutely.
that allows me to continue to pour out and give whenever I want. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so going into 2026, I'm excited, and I'm gonna tell you another thing I'm looking forward to. And I want to sprinkle this on everybody I come around. I want to make money fun again. I want to make money sexy again. I don't want to make money stressful no more. You know what I'm saying?
I want some of that.
I want some of
I'll,
that roll around butt naked money. You know what I
I,
mean?
I'll take some of that. Serve mine up. I'm ready.
Yeah, serve it up, baby, because that's the kind of money we want. Hell yes. Okay, what do you say? Greg about to get punched in the throat. That's right, my bad, because I put an R in there, in the throat. That's right. Yes, tell him, Queen. Tell him now. Y'all, because that's what we need. We need to surround ourselves with what put you have already surrounded yourself with people that resemble what's within you. Because there ain't no other way. There ain't no other way. There ain't no other way. What, an hour and 7 minutes and 25 seconds. You got any final words, Susu? We can slide on out of here.
I love y'all. I'm so glad to be back. I pray that everybody is doing well. I pray that your family is well, that you are of sound mind and great health, and that as we move into this holiday season, we do not forget the reason for the season, regardless of your spiritual or religious beliefs, that you just cling to the value of life and know that these are exciting times despite what's going on politically, etc., etc., etc. This is an exciting time to be alive, if for no other reason than you woke up this morning and you can still breathe, because some people didn't wake up. So be grateful.
You got that right. You got that right. And I just want to say I love you too. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Because that's just how I do. That's just how I do. I ain't got nothing further. It's been a good conversation.
Yeah.
It's been a good conversation. I feel whole, complete,
Yeah.
energized, but still gonna go to bed. But still gonna go to bed. All right. We love y'all so much. What's next week? Next week. Um, we'll see. We'll see. We
We'll
might
see.
pop up on y'all again next week. We'll see. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. We love you.
Night, y'all.